I asked about 15 people in the 20s and early 30s about their opinions, the pros and cons of a long distance relationship. While some of them are willing to go into one, many of them opine that the cons of a long distance relationship far outweigh its advantages. My name is Plenty, and on today's edition of Plenty People, we will be reviewing the cons and pros of a long distance relationship. So stay with me, it's going to be a smooth ride. So please subscribe to the channel, be part of the family. The modal advantage, as mentioned, is that there's less chance of you getting choked up by a partner, thereby giving you enough space and freedom. Next to that, many people opine that long distance relationships gives you the freedom to achieve more personal goals. A good number of the sampled population think that it creates an avenue to build genuine friendship base and to appreciate each other from a distance. At least 4 people opine that there's a spark that comes with the euphoria of finally meeting each other, because most times you are putting so much work to make this happen, and usually it feels like a vacation. Sometimes this is missing in a short distance relationship. These are what people pointed out the most as being the advantages. Other advantages, as mentioned, are people think that it is a little less expensive to maintain. But the irony is, some other people think that it is more expensive to maintain. People cited long, heartfelt phone conversations as some of the advantages of a long distance relationship. And lastly, a couple people say that there are little fights or less fights involved in long distance relationship because you're not even in each other's faces. So how come you're fighting always? The disadvantages. Some people actually said that long distance relationships have no advantages, only disadvantages. But top of the list of disadvantages is less physical intimacy. Many people complain about the lack of physical touch and physical intimacy in long distance relationships, especially ladies. They complain that sometimes you temporarily need to find a substitute for your partner because you want to engage in an activity that involves you with another person. And because your partner cannot be available at that moment, you just need to find somebody else. Which leads to the next frequent complaint that there is more room for infidelity. One of the guys I asked said that if 2 people are in a long distance relationship, one of them is in Lagos, the other one is somewhere else, the person in Lagos is cheating. I don't know about that though. I don't know how he came to that conclusion. Next disadvantage. People complain that they get more earning and there is less sex in their relationship. And this is obvious. This is for obvious reasons. Because the person you're dating is not within your confines or within your reach. If one of the partners is a little bit more busy while the other partner has more time to spare, the busy person may actually seem insensitive or uncaring, and if care is not taken, it could lead to some friction. Distance may also be a barrier to communication, especially in cases where the partners are in different geographical time zones. Let's assume that one partner is in Abuja and while the other one is in Texas, night and day. Different time zones and different schedules may be an inhibition to good and long communication. Lastly, the person over the phone may be quite different from the person in real life because people choose the times that are more convenient for them to talk, and when they're in the mood to talk with their partners. You may always get the best of the person you are dating in a long distance relationship. However, in real time and physically, people are not always in their best moods. So because of that, you may experience part of them that you previously have not experienced. And then you may be like, oh, this is not the person I know. This is actually the person you know, but in just a different mood. So that was cited as a con. Long distance relationships can be quite expensive. Like the example I just cited, seeing one partner being in Texas and the other one being in Abuja, You know how much be flight fare to go see person because you want to see your babe and another one that or more while like I be dating somebody in Yaba and the person is in Surulere. The Lord is our strength. But tell me what you think about long distance relationships. Tell me about some pros and cons. Leave your comments in the comment section. What points do you think I missed out, or what point do you think I should elaborate more on? Just let me know as you engage with me, as you become a part of the Plenty People community. Thank you.